Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. So today we are going to do a 6-week update for baby Henry and a 6-week postpartum update for me. So if you are interested to see how we are both doing at 6 weeks, just keep watching. So 6 weeks ago today, baby Henry made his debut into the world, and he has been amazing ever since then. If you remember, he was having some weight gain things in the beginning. His latch was not stellar, and so he wasn't getting as much to eat. He was a slow gainer, which all my babies have kind of been slow gainers, but he lost a fairly large amount of weight and then gained slowly. So we did take him in for regular weight checks. We haven't had to do that for several weeks, but we did weigh him at home on our little baby scale at home. And so I just punched my leg. We weighed him on our little baby scale at home, and he is today, this morning, at his 6-week mark, officially over 10 pounds. He is 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Oh, here he is. He's getting a little sad. He's getting a little sad. What's the matter? Do you need to burp? What's the matter? Whew, he's getting sad. So he's 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Last I checked, I think he was 22, 23 inches. I don't actually remember. I haven't paid that much attention to his length. I do know that he can now wear 0 to 3 month onesies without them bagging too much, because the newborn onesies are starting to do that thing where they get too small, so they pull off the shoulders and looks like he's trying to 1980s flash dance out of his clothes. Yeah. So, oh, he's growing. He is growing so good. So good. He likes to make eye contact. He coos here and there. He's very content. Oh, yes. We're going to show him. We'll show him how you talk. Sweet baby. I believe he will be smiling any second. He makes little facial expressions that seem a whole lot like he's trying to figure out his smile. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. A good smile? Oh. You did it. It's a we don't have smile. Oh, so good, baby. Anyway, he's trying to smile, which is amazing. Oh, getting sad. Oh, getting sad. Nursing is going real well. It's so weird. Like half of his head is in the frame. I felt maybe I'll hold him up like this. Nursing is going very well. He nurses frequently, all the time. He has been sleeping a little better at night. I still think he's sleeping for like 3-hour stretches, but I don't keep a lot of track. Last night I think he was awake every 2.5 to 3.5 hours. It just depended on the time. Oh, hold on. He's getting sad. Had to pass him off to his daddy for some burping and a diaper. Anyways, nursing's going really well for him, and he's been sleeping without being held. We'll lay him down for naps, and he'll sleep for like 20-ish minutes at a time, which is good. I'm just trying to maybe get him used to sleeping a little bit, so maybe at nighttime I can lay him down. We have this, oh, you can't even see it. It's one of those, it's not a DockATot. It's a cheaper version of a DockATot, which I actually think I might like more. I have one of the big DockATots for Lily from when she was a toddler, and I mean I like the design of this one just fine. Look, my baby's always crying in the background. I swear he's taken care of. He's fine. But we have this smaller one, and I like it. And he'll lay in it sometimes, but we're trying to get him to maybe lay in it at night for at least like maybe the first stretch, so that I can sleep sometimes without, you know, cradling him, and also so that maybe I can be doing other things at night when he's sleeping. Anyway, just saying. So yeah, he is doing really well. As far as me goes, as far as my postpartum recovery goes, I did see an OBGYN. I talked about this briefly in one of my other videos, just talking about my anxiety and stuff, but I saw an OBGYN. It was about 5 weeks, actually, yeah, 5 weeks. And that went well. It was fantastic. Everything's fine. I've healed perfectly. He says that everything looks great. There's no issues, yada, yada, yada. Which he actually said yada, yada, yada in in our conversation. But anyway, so everything's going well for me. I've got no more postpartum bleeding. That stopped at about 5 weeks completely. So that's always nice, not to have to wear a pad 24/7. Yay! So that stopped at about 5 weeks completely. Like, I sleep pretty well when Henry's sleeping. I don't have any trouble getting back to sleep or anything, so I'm getting a fair amount of sleep, which is good. Also, I went in, I had a lab yesterday, so I haven't actually got the results yet, but I went in for a 6-week redraw on my lipid panel because my doctor said my cholesterol was elevated at 4 days postpartum, which is real normal for pregnancy and postpartum. It actually, your cholesterol can increase by like 70 to 90% through the last trimester, and then it takes about 6 weeks postpartum for it to go back to normal. It's a thing that happens during pregnancy, but apparently my doctor overlooked that and told me that I was going to die from my high cholesterol. But so I had my lipid panel redone yesterday, and I'll get the results of that probably by Monday, which maybe when you see this. And then I had my thyroid drawn because we're still monitoring that. So I'm not sure where that's at postpartum. So we'll decide with this lab whether or not we need to do thyroid meds or if we just need to continue to monitor it every 6 to 8 weeks and just see where it goes. And then they tested my vitamin D because that was historically low, and I've been supplementing and getting outside more and trying to eat more vitamin D rich foods. So we're going to see where my vitamin D is at and make sure that that's at a good place. Yeah. Otherwise, I started out on some Zoloft for like just kind of to preempt any postpartum anxiety or depression that could arise because I had it with 2 of my other ones and my anxiety was so bad during my pregnancy that I was kind of twitchy about it. That didn't work out real well. I think just because, you know, we did IVF and all the hormones and all the changes in my body, I don't react to Zoloft like I used to. So it wasn't actually giving me any benefit. It was potentially making things worse. So I stopped taking that, but I did start seeing a therapist just to kind of deal with my current anxiety and just to kind of help with coping, you know, to stave off any potential postpartum issues. So I've been seeing a therapist. She's fantastic. Things have been going really well with that. Otherwise, in the recovery area, I'm down about 25 pounds from where I was when I delivered. I would like to... I have about 20 more pounds to get to my pre-pregnancy weight, and then probably about 40 pounds total to get to my goal weight. I was heavier than I would like to be when I got pregnant, so I plan to go back to intermittent fasting probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks. We'll see, just because I want to make sure that my milk supply is well established for Henry, but I also just feel better when I'm fasting. I don't feel like as much inflammation and achiness and stuff, so I really want to get back to it, but I want to make sure that I do it in an appropriate time frame because I obviously don't want to starve my baby or, you know, have issues with that. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I do have I've had like a diastasis recti, however you say that, since probably, I don't know, Alex, maybe Jacob, one of the two. Some good separation in the abdominal muscles, and I've been trying to, I've been hoping it would heal. I've never actually been very proactive about it, but this time around I have gotten the BelFit postpartum girdles, and I've just been sizing those down as appropriate, and that's supposed to help kind of squish everything back in so that your connective tissue between your abdominal muscles can kind of go back to normal and heal. So that's the hope. And then I will be doing some modified core exercises. I'm actually thinking about starting a workout plan with my friend for accountability. So let's see if I motivate and do that. Anyway, that's basically where we're at. I'm going to go because my baby is not settling after his diaper change and burping, so he needs me. But that's basically where we're at for 6 weeks postpartum for me and 6 weeks on Earth for Henry. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss them, and I will see you back next week.